Hi, I'm Judy Citko, Executive Director of the California Coalition for Compassionate Care. Our organization is a statewide coalition to help Californians have a voice in the care that they receive should they become seriously ill.
Donald didn't know that he was really sick. He knew he had health issues, but until this came along, he had no idea he was this sick.
When somebody's seriously ill, healthcare professionals have an obligation, ethically and morally, to do what is consistent with that person's wishes.
Donald was passionate about his art, his music.
I don't want to be known as a person with a disability that does art, but I'd rather be known as just a person who does art with everyday life that has a meaning behind each picture that I do.
One of the reasons the coalition got involved with the Thinking Ahead project is we wanted to bridge the gap between the disabilities community and the healthcare professional community. The professionals don't always know how to talk about these issues in a way that lets the person understand what they're being asked. We just needed a vehicle to ask the questions in a way that an individual can respond.
Donald and I met at the statewide convention in Sacramento, and we got to know each other a little bit there, and we started get to talking to each other, and we went on our first date together, and we went on more dates to get to know each other more, and then he asked me to marry him, and I said yes.
Thinking Ahead is an important step because it uses plain language and a lot of pictures, limited number of words and concepts on each page to break down what are some of these important and common issues that arise at the end of life.
Donald was advocating for others, speaking up for people's rights, being involved with the California Memorial Project. People can be treated with dignity and respect and have a name.
I helped start the California Memorial Project here in Stockton. I got it going. Each year we have a service at the Stockton Rue Cemetery in Stockton. That's where the 2,238 people are buried at. That's where also I want to be buried at when I die.
Donald wanted to be buried at the Stockton Rue Cemetery. That was one of his wishes. And a while back, he started saving money to go towards that. His wish did not happen because his family had to make the decision for him because it was not written on paper or in the book. Donald's wish to actually have a mariachi band. That was something that he really, really wanted. The family said, "Oh no, we don't want that. We don't think that's appropriate." I really feel if Donald used that book and answered those questions at My Life at the End and followed it, it would be much easier because I would have something to show the family and say, hey, these are Donald's wishes.
The Thinking Ahead book doesn't rely on the professional or the support person or an extensive support network in order to make this happen. The DVD is a very important component of the workbook because a number of people understand information better when it's visual and when they hear it. Some of the benefits of the DVD are that it captures the big picture. What's the purpose and how does this work? And it shows a person and the steps that she takes to complete the book. She's taking the action. She's in the driver's seat.
I learned about the book My Life at the End with the Department of Developmental Services Consumer Advisory Committee, and I brought the book home and shared the video with Donald. He just felt like he needed a lawyer to sign it, and that was it. And if he couldn't get a lawyer to sign it, that he wouldn't do it.
The only requirements in order to make it legal is that it be signed by 2 witnesses. If you don't have 2 witnesses, it can also be notarized. A notary is a person licensed by the state to say this person who signed this book is actually that person. There's absolutely no need to involve an attorney. At the end of the Thinking Ahead book, there are tear-out pages. One is the advance directive. An advance directive is a document where you can put down your wishes related to care towards the end of your life. And there's 2 important components that can be included in that. One is naming who you want as your healthcare advocate, also called agent. And the second is if you have any specific wishes about the care that you would like to receive. A copy of the advance directive is just as legal and effective as the original. The second piece that's a tear-off at the end of the Thinking Ahead book is personal requests. And this addresses issues like where you would like to be buried, how you want to be remembered, and how you would like your property and items that are important to you to be distributed, who you would like them to go to. This document is not a will, it's just a reflection of what your wishes are, so it gives notice to important people in your life. One of the exciting aspects is how it's been able to help draw the attention of these issues beyond the disabilities community. We have people who are taking these books to their doctors, to family members who haven't completed these documents for themselves, and it's starting conversations where they haven't been before.
Fill out the book, My Life at the End. Have an advocate, someone that you can trust, because at the end of your life, you might not think it'll make a difference, but it will, because people will know what you want.
Thinking Ahead is available on the internet. Both the workbook and the DVD can be downloaded for free.